Good morning, students. Today I am going to class 9th, subject Science, section Chemistry, chapter 1st, Matter in our Surroundings. Today's topic is, can matter change its state? You all know that all of substance which present an environment called matters. We know that matters can exist in three states of an environment. The first state is the solid, second is the liquid, and third is the gaseous. The simple matter is the water, which presents in three states also: solid as a ice form, liquid as a water form, gaseous at a steam or water vapor forms. So we take water as a matter to explanation of can matter change its state. The state of a substance depends upon temperature and pressure. By changing temperature and or pressure, one form of state can be converted into other form of state. For example, on the heating of ice, it's the state of solid. It converts in liquid or as water. When water or liquid heating then converts into vapor or gaseous form. So, prove that temperature and pressure are necessary for changement of matter's states. These are the some points which responsible for changement of matter in its state. First, melting points, second, freezing points, and third, boiling points. First is the melting point. What is the melting point and what is the relation of changements the matter's state? So, explain the definition of melting points. The temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid form at 1 atmospheric pressure is called melting point. The importance of melting points of a solid is a measure of force of attraction between in particles. When higher the melting points, so greater is the force of attraction between its particles. So this example, force of attraction, it is the force of between two atoms or two molecules force which attracted are jointed with each other. In solid materials, force of attractions are very higher, so melting point of solids are higher. When it's melt and convert in water or liquid, then force of attraction is lower. Next is the freezing point. The temperature at which a liquid freezes to become a solid at one temperature pressure is called freezing point. So this example, when liquid materials freeze and convert solid materials, then force of attraction is higher than force of attraction in liquid particles or liquid materials. The important things of freezing point and melting points: the freezing point of liquid and the melting point of solid is same. Note down this point: the freezing point of liquid and melting point of solid is same. For example, melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius and freezing point of water is also 0 degree Celsius. Ice is the solid and water is the liquid, but freezing point and melting points are same. So with the help of freezing, liquid materials convert into solid materials. Next is the boiling point. The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes into vapor or gas at 1 atmospheric pressure is called boiling points. The important things of these points or boiling points is: higher the boiling points of liquid, greater is the force of attraction between its particles. Because boiling points become a liquid materials and liquid materials molecules strictly attached than gaseous. So boiling point of liquids which have higher force of attraction, so the boiling point of liquid are higher than gases. Melting points, freezing points and boiling points are become a fixed points which converts the state of matter. Here we explain some activities which shows effect of temperature on solid and liquids or conversion of solid to liquid and liquid to gaseous. Aim of these activities to study the effect of temperature on solids and liquids. These are the materials which requires in completes these activities: ice, water, thermometer, 2 beakers and a glass rod. And procedures. We take about 150 gram of ice in a beaker. So this structures in the 2 beakers. We take first beakers, we take the ice, 150 gram ice, and second beaker we take 150 grams water. and burners are placed in lower side of beakers or both beakers. And put the thermometers in both beakers. The activities of first beakers: when start heating the beaker on low flame. These beakers are filled with ice. When starting the heating in slow flames, note down the temperature for the conversion of solid into liquid states. Note down these thermometers, which points liquid solid convert in liquid forms. These temperatures show this thermometer. Now put the glass rod on the beaker containing water and heating again the beaker which fill with water. After some times you find the water is boiled or water starts boiling. Keep a close look on the thermometer, reading till most of the water vaporized. After some times, we shows the conversion of water into gaseous or vapor forms. In first beaker, when ice convert into water, note down this thermometer, these points are the melting points. And second beakers, when water convert into steam or start the boiling, note down the points of thermometer, these points called boiling points. So these are the activities which shows the effect of temperature on solid and liquids. The next is the change of gas to liquid. The next process is change to gas into liquid. The process of change of gas into liquids called condensation. The changing gas or vapor to a liquid is called condensation. It is the reverse of boiling. In this process, a vapor can be converted into its liquid state by cooling. When a gas is cooled, it converts in liquid state. From in all our discussion, we find matter can be changed into another state by changing the temperature. These are the most important points. When a solid is heated, it gets converted into liquid. On further heating, the liquid gets converted into vapor or gas. When the vapor is cooled, it gets converted into liquid. On further cooling, liquid gets converted into solid. So all process explained in shortly by this figure or this diagrams. The conversion of three states of matter may be shown as solid, liquid and gas. These are the reversible signs. Reversible signs means the reactant convert into liquid and liquid convert into reactant. The reversible sign is the both sides. First, solid. When heat of solid, it melts and convert in liquid. When liquid cools in process of freezing or temperature of freezing called solid. Next, when liquid heats, that's called boiling and it convert vapor or gas. Then next, when cool the gases in the process of condensation, it's convert into liquid form. So all these process conversion or conversion depending upon these 4 points: melting, freezing, boiling and condensation. The structure of these depending upon these temperatures or these processes prove the matter change its state, or matter change is 3 states: solid, liquids and gaseous in alternate position. Next is the unit of temperature. Temperature may be measured in different units. In our daily life, temperature is measured in degrees Celsius, which is written in short form as in this form. These are the degrees Celsius. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, which represent in capital K. On Celsius scale, freezing point of water is taken as 0 degrees Celsius and boiling point of water as 100 degrees Celsius at 1 atmospheric pressure. On important things of degrees Celsius and Kelvins, the negative values are possible on degrees Celsius. When temperature are calculated in degrees Celsius, so negative values like minus 15 degrees Celsius and minus 18 degrees Celsius are possible. But if calculate on Kelvin, the temperature, the negative values are not possible. The melting points and boiling points of substance are measured in both Celsius and Kelvin scale. Next is the relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scale. Both are the unit of temperature. Celsius scale the normal unit and the Kelvin scale is the SI unit of temperature. But both are related with each other. We know that the melting point of ice on Celsius scale is 0 degrees Celsius and on Kelvin scale is 273.16 Kelvin. So this shows that 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 273.16 Kelvin. but in round figure 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. The relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scale may be written as temperature of Kelvin scale is equal to temperature of Celsius scale plus 273. So, these are the relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scale. The understanding of relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scales, we discuss some example of related this relation. Example first, the temperature on Kelvin scale is 270 Kelvin. What is the temperature on Celsius scale? This example solve with the help of relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scale. We know that the relation of Kelvin scale and Celsius scale. Temperature of Kelvin scale is equal to temperature of Celsius scale plus 273. Temperature of Kelvin scale is given the questions. These are the 270 Kelvin. So here put on the place of temperature on Kelvin scale 270 Kelvin is equal to temperature of Celsius scale plus 273. And next step is 270 minus 273 is equal to temperature of Celsius scale. Then the answer is the minus 3 Kelvin, the temperature on Celsius scale. These are the solution of this example. Note down the next example or questions on the related of Kelvin scale and Celsius scale and solve them with the help of this formula or this relation. Note down the questions. Boiling point of methanol is 64 degrees Celsius. Boiling point of methanol is 64 degrees Celsius. What is the boiling point on Kelvin scale of methanol? The next question is, convert the following temperature on Kelvin scale. These are the points: A 0 degrees Celsius, B 27 degrees Celsius, C minus 27 degrees Celsius, and D minus 27. Next is minus 273 degrees Celsius. These all convert into Kelvin scale with the help of this formula. The next question is, convert the following temperatures on the Celsius scale. Given these are Kelvin scale, it's convert in Celsius scale. These are given in Kelvin scale. First 0 Kelvin, second 250 Kelvin, third 173 Kelvin, fourth 300 Kelvin, and next 273 Kelvin. These are convert in Celsius scale with the help of this formula and do the step by step these questions. Next and last questions is, The temperature on Kelvin scale is 0 Kelvin. What is the temperature on Celsius scale? All questions are solved with the help of these formula or these relation. If you have any problems, then discuss the live video classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.